When people think of Visual Studio Code, they often think of software development, but there's so much more that you can do with VS Code. I use it every single day for all of my note-taking, from meetings, from jotting down ideas, to even my backlog checklist that I want to do every single day. Today, I want to show you how to get set up with VS Code, some awesome extensions that enable you to take notes and write Markdown and visualize it, and how easy it is to use a little bit of GitHub Copilot to do so much more. So let's take a look. All right, here I am inside of VS Code. The first thing we want to do is open a folder. Now we want to open a folder because we want to store our notes somewhere, but also VS Code is folder-based or workspace-based, as you might often hear it called. I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder called Notes, because that's where I want to store all my notes at. So here, when we open that folder, we're going to go ahead and see three things. On the left-hand side, we're going to see an Explorer, which is a file and folder explorer, this welcome in the middle, and a chat on the right. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the chat for now, and I'm going to close the welcome page. Let's go ahead and explore the Explorer. Here we can go ahead and create new files and new folders. I'm going to create a new folder called June 2026, just so I date myself in this video. And then we can right-click on that folder and go ahead and create a new file or a new folder. I'm going to go ahead and call this notes1.md. Now here I want to point out that this is actually creating a folder and file on my machine. So here, notes June 2026 and notes1.md. So here, when I've gone ahead and created that file, the notes1.md opened up. Now I'm creating this in Markdown because I like writing Markdown and then visualizing the Markdown to help me keep track of my notes. But you could use just simple text files if you want to. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and start writing. So I'm going to go in and say notes1, and then I'm just going to say this is my first task, second task, and then I'm going to go ahead and say meet with Kayla, record this video. This is bold text, just like that. Now I've created my notes. We can see that I need to save it up here by hitting Control S or hitting File, Save. And then I can visualize my Markdown. This is one of my favorite parts of using Markdown to take notes. In the top right, we can see that I can open this as a preview, and we're visualizing that note and that bold text. So we're taking that syntax and turning it into sort of a full document. I can also go over and I can do preview side by side. And this is one of my favorite things here, because now I could say, wow, this is cool. And now we get that bold. Or I can do italicized, wow, just like that. And I can see it in real time as I add a third task. Another thing that I love to do is use dictation. Inside of Windows, I can do Windows H, and I can say, wow, look at this dictation of my notes in real time to Visual Studio Code. So just like that, I'm dictating my notes directly into VS Code. Now let's go ahead and do another thing here. I'm going to close the preview. I'm going to paste in a larger note task that I've been working on, full of meetings, tasks, personal and admin, and even a checklist item here. Now this is great because when I visualize it, I get really rich notes here. Now the other thing that I can do is I can go down and use GitHub Copilot and actually turn on ghost text suggestions. So for example, if I turn that on, we can go and now see that I will get suggestions specifically for different items. And the more I write Markdown inside of here, the better it's going to know and understand me. So I can get these additional suggestions here. Now, these may be accurate and they may not be, but it is looking specifically what is in this meeting list and coming up with suggestions of what I may need to do. Now, on top of this, I want to make sure that my Markdown is right and also enrich it with additional functionality. And that's where VS Code extensions come in. Over on the left-hand side, open the extensions and simply type in Markdown. And the community has been hard at work creating amazing Markdown extensions, enhanced previews, mermaid diagrams, PDF rendering, and converting, different styles, checkboxes, emoji support, footnotes, and so much more. Let's go ahead and install the checkboxes and also the linting. Linting is one of my favorite things because it makes sure that my syntax is accurate. So now when I go back into my note, we see these little squigglies, and it's telling me how I can ensure that my Markdown is formatted correctly. Like this should be a H1 on the first line. So I'm going to get rid of one of these hashtags. And the same thing here, there should be a space in between the header and the list. And of course, at the bottom, we also want a new line. Now, I do want to point out that these are only recommendations. You don't have to implement them, but it is nice when you want to get the syntax absolutely perfect. I'll also go ahead and pull up that preview again. And because we installed that checkbox, we now get the checkboxes here with that extension. When I check it, I can go ahead and check it here, and I can automatically come back and preview it in real time, which is super duper cool. And when you are writing a lot of notes, you do want VS Code and you want your note editor to be customized to you. And that's where different themes come in. If you go down into the settings, you can see themes and go ahead and pick a color theme. Now, I've been using the light 2026 theme, but there are tons of themes available out of the box, but also specifically in the extensions. So if you prefer a dark theme, there you go. When I'm writing notes, I love the solarized theme. This is very, very pleasing to me, almost like a sepia tone to be able to write notes in. And of course, that extends over into my previews here too. So very, very cool to customize VS Code exactly how you like it. Now, one thing that I think is really, really powerful is to scaffold out new notes. So let me minimize the Explorer, but then bring out the chat agent here. The agent will allow me to interact with my current note, but also scaffold out more things as well. So the first thing I could do is attach this file, and I could say, can you add a table outline at the top in Markdown with an overview of each section? I'm gonna go ahead and fire that off. The agent can reason over my notes, and then it can add a table outline for me automatically. What I love about this is that I often forget the Markdown to create tables. And when I visualize that, boom, just like that, I have a nice table right at the top. Now let's do something else. I'm gonna attach that note one more time. Okay, now what I wanna do is scaffold out the rest of June, July, and August. I'm gonna go ahead and say, using notes 1 as a reference, go ahead and scaffold out the rest of June, July, and August. I want a separate file for each week of the months. Keep the sections, but don't fill them in. Now, the agent will reason over notes 1 and understand the format that I have, and then it can create additional folders and it can create those additional files for me automatically. So here it's going to understand the different dates, and it's going to go ahead and start to create those files once it's processed them. All right, it's created the rest of the weeks in June. If I expand July and August, there they are. I can go ahead and tap on one, and sure enough, I have each of the weeks right here. Beautiful. Now, I also like to do a few other things. So I'm going to create a new folder here. I'm going to call it Release Notes. I'm going to create one for recent release.md. What I want to do is I want to automatically populate a to-do list based off the recent VS Code release notes for different videos or things that I might want to investigate. So what I'm going to do is come up to the top bar, and I'm going to type in integrated browser. And I can enter a URL. So I'm going to say code.visualstudio.com. And here I can now go in to the recent updates, and I'm going to go into the latest release. I'm going to attach this page and allow the agent to have visibility into it. Then I'm going to go to recent releases. I'm going to go ahead and just talk to it and say, please investigate this recent release of Visual Studio Code. Put together a great burn down of things that I should investigate and link to specific pages on the VS Code website that gives me more information. At the end, please go ahead and give me a concrete list of videos or blogs that I should create on more details from this release. Perfect. Now this is going to go off and pull the recent release notes from this page, and then it will draft out fully for me notes that I can then follow up with later. So let's let it cook and see what we get. All right, amazing. I'm going to go ahead and collapse this and let's preview it. Here we can see the most recent burn down, and I get information specifically from this release with links. At the very end, I'm going to get different video ideas based on that content that I can then go follow up on. I could then further back and work with the agent and tell it to create specific video files in the notes folder for each video with a detailed script and work back and forth on it. Okay, there's a lot more that I can do. For example, I may want these links to be just on the text. So let me go back over here into the Markdown. I'm going to highlight this, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the Markdown syntax to actually put the text highlighted. And now GitHub Copilot is going and filling in everything for me automatically. And now when I preview this, we can see that those are linked automatically, which is super duper nice. I also want to point out that you can use code blocks in here. So if I do code, for example, And then I do something like C#. I could do, for example, var test equals 1 and var text equals hello world. And then I could do a console.write line here. And then I can go ahead and close that off. When I go ahead and preview this, we can see the C# syntax highlighted right there, which is super duper nice. All right, finally, I want to show off one other feature, which are images. So I'm going to say images here. And since this is a folder, you can add any of the different files directly in here. So let me go ahead and drag and drop a photo of my dog Millie right there in here. And then if I come back down, I can go ahead and use the syntax here for image of Millie. It's very similar to a link, but we are linking to a image. So here, for example, I did Control Space, and that brought up the IntelliSense for files in this folder. So if you had a bunch of different images in here, you could do that. You could also go up a directory with ... and it can automatically find all of the different files that are in there. But of course, we want Millie. Then again, when we preview it, there she is. This is just one or two or three of many ways I work specifically inside of VS Code using notes alongside the agent in customizing VS Code to make it a pleasant experience with custom themes and extensions. All right, there you have it. That's how I use VS Code every single day to not only take notes, jot down ideas, but even take track of my backlog task list for the day. Let me know how you're using VS Code to use notes or other things down in the comments below. And as always, happy note taking.